Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello. Welcome along to something completely different. It is actually so completely different that I have even forgotten to to open the application in in the OBS, the broadcasting program, the live stream program. Right. Roadcraft. Yep. So we'll move that one over there, and we also need to add game capture, which we are calling Roadcraft capture specific window. Right, so if I do this and then move back into here, it I should have gotten a picture. I don't have any picture. Or do I? Oh yeah, I do. It's just that the OBS thingy doesn't work with the with the preview picture. Oh well. I think you can still see perfectly. Yep. Now let's start a new one then. What do we call this company? Nah. Yeah, that'll be fine. My only... Like so then, for crying out loud. So, do we go with the Land Rover? Or do we go with the Ford pickup? I think it is. Yeah, well, it's a pickup anyway. It's more stable but less mobile. Yeah, stability is good. Okay. I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. Precipice? 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 Yeah. Let's just jump into that one. Hello, Geroid. Welcome along. So road crafting, indeed. An industrial town somewhere on the seashore is about to be hit by a massive storm. You've been tasked with making sure key infrastructure objects are well protected from both the incoming weather and the flood that it will surely cause. So this is the first tutorial. Let's start with the beginning. Electricity, that is something we have to have a look at later. North Africa in spring. You are subcontracted to assist in reinforcing the shoreline of a phosphate plant. This task is a part of a large-scale S&R preparation effort for an upcoming storm. Alrighty.
Hey there! The name's Kelly, and I'll be your friendly neighborhood dispatcher for today, and every day unless we screw something up. Then the company replaces us, like dead batteries. But until then, I'll be here to help as much as I can. Not that you need much help with your first task. You need to head to the lookout point and take in the general layout of that town on the coast. They're bracing for one hell of a storm. I suggest you get on with the agenda before the storm hits.
I think I might have to lower the volume of the game a little bit. Yeah, let's try that. NVIDIA GeForce to use as an alternative to gaming. Okay. I have no real experience with anything. What do you call it? Any other than PC, really? The co-op for this game is great. Absolutely. Me and my friend, we played the first night of the game. We really jumped around, having fun with this. One driving the the truck with the what you need in the bed, and the other one moving about with, you know, leveling the ground and all that. So main task is check out the surrounding when we need to go to that point. It's not much of the map that we have unlocked at this moment in time. Oh, the map is really long. Now I have played quite a bit of SnowRunner and MudRunner and all of those games. And they have moved the buttons for the handbrake and such. Oh, you can stream from the NVIDIA server. Oh, that is interesting.
Enjoying the sights? I often hear they're the best part of your job. At least your job has a best part. I have to make do with cheap coffee and a broken AC. Ready for your next mission? Well, aren't you lucky? Investigate the phosphate plant. Not too exciting, but who am I to argue, right? Go take a look.
I do love the visuals in these games. Oh, The tree fell over. And there's a crate being launched. Yeah. Oh. That sounds like something worth trying for, just to see how it works in a way. Yeah, the game looks stunning. I just realized there is music in the background as well. So far I haven't had the sound on when I've been playing this game. Because, well, everything that you need to do and such shows up in text on the screen anyway. Oh. That's the buttons for... Yeah. I don't know if you can hear the fans, the cooling fans on the on my PC in the background. Warning, deep water, and yeah, okay, fine. At that point it was. So yeah, can use the winch to open the doors. Oop. Stay. Detach winch, that's the button. Another thing that we want to do is open the doors a little bit more. Yeah, that will be fine. Open the map to see the objects. So clear the way into the plant, which is here. It's really filled up with a lot of stuff. Track that one. Yep. And we have another one. Visit the forward base, which is a bit further down the line. Yeah, absolutely. You can do the things the way you want to do them, really. Detached winch. No. Was that the... Oh yeah, no, that was the car. That's wrong. No, that's the winch. Okay.
Hey, you're not a bad navigator. To be fair, a child could handle it if they could reach the gas pedal. Still, you did fine too, so kudos to you. Now it's time to get you to your forward base. It's not much to look at, but should keep you warm. Oh, and on your way there, be a darling and clear the plant's old entrance for the cavalry. They're coming later. If the higher-ups don't cut the funding.
Yeah. So, the vehicles. Of course, we have the Scout, and now we have the Rusty Dozer. There you go. Manual mode. Right, so blade control, there we go. Well, that's just a tilt, okay. Nope, was not enough to grip the car. Okay, no, no, wrong button. That's the one. Don't think I'll be using that camera angle to do this. And again, the shoulder button on my controller isn't really the optimal for this. But oh well. Honk honk. Okay, tilt the blade a bit more then. Because I have seen the AI cars that I need to guide in here. I know that I need to clean the path properly. Okay. There we go. That's to get it back on top. Yep, perfect. Oh yeah, that's right. I left a lot of junk in the middle of the ground over here too. Yeah, that'll be fine. Right, so the next objective, there we go. Visit our forward base track. And I also want to switch to the pickup, and then we'll head off to the next point on the GPS. So there's another entry point here. Does this one go inwards? No, it doesn't. Okay. No. Right, we'll have a second way into the base. Now, is it better to go this way? I think maybe. Looks like it's a more direct route. I mean, all of this is the sort of kind of mundane stuff in a way that you can really sink hours and hours and hours into. And of course it is a lot easier with friends too, because then you of course, you can split up the jobs.
Welcome. The good news is you're in charge now. Bad news is the storage and allocation of resources are all on you. So use them wisely. And remember, a penny saved is a penny earned. For the company. Well, on to your next job. Storm's rolling in, and we need to build a flood wall before it does. Before it rolls in, I mean. Storms seldom build walls. First, we need to plot a route from the base to the phosphate plant. Once we do that, we can deliver the crane parts to make the wall.
Okay. So, build a route. Yep. Let's track that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course I need to click that button first. Yep. Start plotting. Right, so we need... Yeah, no, that is the way we came in. Yep. Dispatch vehicles. Oh. Can see how well they cope with the routes. And this is the big change really from the SnowRunner and the MudRunner games, is that you don't really do any of the... well, you do some of the deliveries yourself that I've seen up to this point, but you can plan routes like this for AI cars to help you. Yeah. Okay, oh, it wasn't that bad to get the car into the garage there. Good. So find the generator on the factory then. Yep. Oh. Yep. Next truck is already on his way. Now, I thought she was going to say something about this, but she didn't. Okay, fine.
escape plant. There should be one somewhere close to the abandoned facility. Check your map. If you can find it, bring it back to the garage inside the abandoned facility.
Let's see, let's use the scanner then. No, object scanner. Well, at least I know where it is because I've done this a couple of times already, but it is that little pallet with the green straps on the top here. I think it is. Yes, it is. So now we need to find a way up to that point. It will be here. Boink. Whoop. Yeah, because that would have been a good point to... No. Good point to use the winch if I had fallen over. Can you let go of the wall, please? So that's the thing that we need to carry around. The good thing is that it doesn't have to be... no, that's the one. I don't have to be careful with it. Pull the winch. Which winch? Well, this task might have been better with the Land Rover. Sounds pretty brutal.
You wrapped up all the prep work nicely. I knew I could rely on you, which is especially great since I had nobody else to rely on. You're the only contractor in the sector. The fate of everything rests upon you. No pressure. Besides, the only thing left to do is to build the flood wall before the storm hits. First, you'll need to scoop up some concrete slabs. There should be plenty around your base. Naturally, you'll want to use the crane to move them. Then you need to drop them off in the loading area. Easy as pie, right? That could go for some pie. Anywho, the generator's in working order, so now you just need to make sure it's delivered. Shouldn't be too hard. Just plot a course from the workshop to the phosphate plant.
Right. But I do have a new vehicle to play with, so let's do that. We're cheating a little bit with this. No. Of course, it would have been even faster to do this. Question, is that the upper one or the lower one? That was the upper one. Okay, good. How many did we need? We need 6. Let's see. Fold crane, yep. We need another 2. It's a good thing that It isn't fragile cargo. Oh, don't fall over. Right, so unloaded everything into there. Good stuff. Task complete. And then we can fold the crane again. Now the camera control on this one is a bit funky. Right. Oh, transfer resources. There we go. Nice. And then we need to create a route from the abandoned facility all the way up to yeah, let's start plotting, because this one is pretty straightforward, really. Right, dispatch vehicles. Or at least two. I think there's 3 of these as well. Yep, yes it is. Well, 2 of these and then one slightly larger one. That's the same. Yeah, that is the same truck as we had. On the first one, on the first route. I mean, things take a while to go through in this game. Oh, we're actually 4 trucks on this opening mission. It takes a little bit of time to get through, but at the same time, I don't mind. Does it go straight in? No, it doesn't. It always has to stop and then take aim to get into the... I don't know. That one went straight in. Okay, one of the bigger ones. Last of the bigger ones. There we go. Perfect.
Looks like you'll need to do some hauling. Take the cargo truck and load it up with the concrete slabs and steel beams. Then deliver it to the phosphate plant. And if you're in the mood for extra supplies, you could plot a route between the warehouse and the forward base. It's not essential, but it'll make things easier for you in the long run.
Okay. So reach the house. Reach the house or the warehouse. So we'll need to go out on an expedition then. And instead of getting stuck in the mud, making my way back around this. This building, I might as well just go back the way I came. If I can, yeah. Now this road was a bit more bouncy. And you see from time to time it pops up on the top left that they've completed some hauling thing. Just got it there. Yeah, it disappeared again. But that is because we still have cars or trucks moving, hauling both of these two lines. So keep getting more money and more yeah, lost my train of thoughts. Yeah. Hi, Paddy. Is this as good as SnowRunner? Well, it is quite... Oops, that's the wrong button. It is not this is kind of the same as SnowRunner, because this is more it is more planning the jobs that you kind of did in SnowRunner. Oh wait, it's going up there. Delete last point. So in some capacity you are the one responsible for AI cars doing the hauling for you. To make sure that the road they're gonna drive is safe and all of that. Yeah, it is kind of similar. You don't do as much hauling as you did in SnowRunner or in MudRunner and all those games. At least I haven't had to do that yet. Right, dispatch vehicles. That being said, I do have a hauling job. That is in my objectives. Okay, there's only two. Only two at a time there in this route. Yeah, okay. So once we get to the next level, we will start to make roads. Okay, I was maybe a bit too far to the left on the route planning there. Okay. Why are you drunk driving on drunk at work? Me trying to go past is a bit scary. Yeah, I know it looks like this one will be okay. Honk honk. Just waiting for the caravan to arrive. There we go. That's the first one, and the second one, they're quite close together suddenly. Interesting. Oh, and of course that's the door for the one that's gonna leave. And both of these cars straight in. Awesome! Great, that works. So we have another new car to... Yep, resource storage. We need steel beam. And another steel beam. And another one. Oh, hold on. No. If we open this one, then track. Okay, so I pulled out one steel beam too many. Well, anyway, and we need 3 concrete slabs, and we only have 2. But with that being said, we do have a couple more there, so it shouldn't be too bad. Thing is, okay. Okay, so this one was a bit too far away. Right, well. Yeah, well, let's leave it there and see if that is good enough. Now, one thing that is interesting to me is that, and I've been doing this before, the crane has had 4 connection points on the concrete plates instead of just 1. I'm not sure why it does this. Let's see. Of course, there is no one on no one on the internet that had any solution to that. Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, of course, because it just drops it. Okay, so that makes loading the truck even more impossible then. Okay, so that's the truck. Question if I strap. Okay, so that's just leaving it there. Perfect. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's try to deliver this first then. I don't think I'll take any chances with putting any more stuff in this in the bed of the truck. This was so much easier to load last time I did this mission, because then I had 4 winch points at once. So you could just lift the entire concrete slab up flat. Yeah, Xbox controller gaming indeed. I mean, I could have tried to use the steering wheel, but I think that would have been even more messy. Unstrap cargo. I am at the drop-off point, aren't I? Yes, I am. Also, I can't just deliver the 2 of them at once. I need to deliver all 3 at the same time. Oh, for crying out loud. No. Ugh. Makes it even even easier. Hi Leandro, by the way, I forgot to meeting up with another AI. Yeah, and the AIs, they just muscle on through. Right, so the next big question then is, will I be able to get another concrete slab on top here without anything falling over? Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, okay, so I need it a lot closer then. Okay, let's try to deliver these 3 then. Oh, brother. Boink. And this is just a tutorial, which is supposed to be the easy mode. I'm gonna be really angry now if I have to deliver all the things at once. Unstrap cargo, and then we need to go into the map. Are you kidding me? So that's one. Okay, so Okay, so I kind of delivered two. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll bring it along. I'll bring it along. Yeah, no, this would have been a lot faster with if I hadn't been alone as well. Because then one could have been maneuvering the truck and the other one could have been mucking about with the crane. Yeah, just wait for the AI truck to get past before I try to do anything else. Yeah. Oh, now this one it picked up just at the middle. It's so much easier. Oh. Of course I need to do this. Because I need to unstrap the cargo, and then of course this one dropped the beam. Now where did the beam land? Under the car probably. Now where did the concrete slab go? Where did the beam? Oh, for crying out loud. It can't be parked at that point then, because that just put this stuff back into the... Yeah, no, we'll bring this one into the truck first. Now that's the best position I've had on that any of the concrete slabs at all in that in that truck tonight. Ah, great. Now I do say that I have 0 out of 3 concrete slabs again. So I hope they haven't despawned down there. Because that would have been awful. Right, the AI has gotten a bit more of a gap ahead. No, they're still down there. Good, 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 good. Hmm. Well, you know what? The crane was actually quite fast. No, that's the one. Okay, the camera movement on this one was really tricky. Okay, so did that move it far enough away so that I can get a proper hold of it? I hope so. Yeah, of course. There we go. Finally. I just spent an hour doing that.
The storm's coming in fast, so we need to get that flood wall up. Actually, you need that more than I do. I'm safe back at HQ, but the folks in that town aren't.
Right, so now it's the next. Let's see, trolley movement, that's the one. That was too far out. Oh, wrong way. So much easier when you have several connectors on the same thing. Wrong way. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. Goal complete. Shields up.
Jeez Louise, that was a close one. I was worried you weren't gonna pull it off. If you keep this up, I might start getting optimistic. At least for the company's stocks. They've been crashing lately, but you might have just turned the tide. Now, doesn't that make you feel good? Well, savor it for all it's worth. Talk to you later.
In that silence, there's a strange kind of calm. It's as if the world's holding its breath, pretending everything is going to be alright. But a tempest must be true to its nature. Okay. Continue playing now. Objectives. Infrastructure. Now, let's see. All of the routes have been completed with all awards received, so that's good. And all objectives are done, so we are in reality done with this part of the game. So let's return to the hub. Yep, so precipice, I've got no idea how to pronounce that. The first part is done. Aftermath is the next one. But given that I've spent almost 2 hours this first part, and it's 11:15 in the evening, I think I will end it there. And do a part 2 a bit later. I think I hope you've gotten a bit of an idea of how the game is. Also, I can't do any more customization yet. I have to wait until I'm on the next level. Yeah, no, I think I'll end it there with this one, and try to do a part 2 a bit later on. So that will be it for tonight then. Something completely different, and a proper change of pace, as it is. Now there is one thing I want to have a look at before I head out. It is the 2-liter World Cup that I did drive off stream. I'm in 5th position overall, 3rd position in class in that, and that ends in 45 minutes. So we might be in for some points in that rally. Yep, well, anyway, that will be it for tonight, as I say. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do enjoy whatever is left of your Sunday, and I will catch you all later to some more WRC tomorrow, maybe. Yep. Good evening and goodbye.